So this video is up a little late considering the Canes' current game is almost over right now as I speak, but better late than never. So this is going to be on Thursday's game to avoid any confusion, the one where they won 4-2, the one where the photo of like five of them in the penalty box. I went back and I watched that game before I got into the current one. Like I said, I got to watch every game. So yeah, a little late, but better late than never. On to the game at hand. Carolina comes out, and the penalty kill is the story of this game. Carolina's penalty kill was absolutely spectacular all game long, and that is the main reason why they won, to where they produced the two goals. Technically, Carolina's power play won the game for them. So, yeah, penalty kill was phenomenal. I'll get more into it later. I want to talk about some of the not great things I saw. Brady Shea's injured. Obviously, you hope Brady Shea can come back because he's been solid. He's gotten better. I haven't liked all of the things Brady Shea's done, but yeah, he's gotten better as the season's gone on. And you never want to see a guy get hurt also. So I hope Brady Shea, I wish him a speedy recovery from his concussion. I think the Ryan guy who came in and filled in Carolina's role did decent, did well for himself. Not the standout that Brady Shea is, because Brady Shea can do more with the puck when it's on his stick, not knocking Ryan for that. And then Martinook gets injured. Carolina, this isn't anyone's fault, but they're getting hit with that injury bug at not the most opportune time, or if they're all coming back by the playoffs, a great time. So it just depends on when they come back, but right now it looks like Carolina could not be getting hit with the injury bug at the right time because playoffs are just around the corner. You don't want to see guys get hurt. So anyways, you don't want to see guys get hurt anyway, especially when the playoffs are coming around. But other than that, and the first period, the other negative is the Canes' first period. I thought they were a little slow coming out. I don't know if they were rusty or what. They were a little slow, and they were down 1-0 at the end of the first. But then they came out in that second period, and they set the tone for the rest of the game when they scored in the first 14 seconds of the second period. And then the penalty kill was phenomenal. They got a goal out of it. It got to the point where Florida fans were booing the Panthers. That second period was one of the best periods the Hurricanes played all game. The third period was as good as you can expect for how many times they were in the box. I'm not going to blame the official. There were two iffy calls. I think the NHL is correctly taking away the makeup calls where you'll let a team go with the penalty if they've already called one, and you won't call a iffy penalty just because you've already called a couple on the other team, which is good. I don't think makeup calls should be part of the game. That's not to insult the NHL. When I was playing hockey, makeup calls were a thing. I'm trying to remember if they said anything about it when I was a ref, but yeah, when I was playing youth hockey, all the way down there, makeup calls are absolutely a thing in even youth hockey. So it's been ingrained in the culture of hockey for makeup calls. I think we're correctly moving away from that. As much as I love the culture and respect of hockey, it is good to move away from makeup calls, and that's something you're going to see where a team gets 7 penalties. And I think 5 of them were good calls. Jordan Stahl's tripping penalty, it was tripping. It was an unfortunate penalty because he was tied up, but Trocheck's was iffy. Other than that, they were all good calls to me. And Carolina did what I always say how you handle iffy officiating. They played through them. They played through them, and they got 2 shorthanded goals tonight. That's what you want to see. Now, on to who I would give Hurricane of the Game. Hurricane of the Game, this one's another close one. I want to give Nedeljkovic a shout out. Nedeljkovic played fantastic. However, I don't think he was in the top 2 players of the game. Definitely would be my third star, so to speak. But I was giving it to Slavin. The amount of block shots he was doing. He was the MVP of a penalty kill that we needed to step up tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And they did. And a lot of it had to do with Slavin laying his body on the line. Slavin did everything right. But Aho got 2 shorthanded goals tonight. That's all I need to say. Aho got 2 shorthanded goals tonight. And he gets I got to give Hurricane of the Game to Aho. I also want to give a shout out to Paquette for dropping the gloves. I like seeing hockey fights. It's part of the game. It's a great part of the game. I know that's a divisive opinion, but to me, hockey fights are part of what makes hockey great because you watch, in the words of the great Bill Burr, he did an interview with Wayne Gretzky where he said, "You watch other sports and you think, man, this guy needs to get its ass kicked. In hockey, it does." And I think that's great. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing an absolute dick get beat up. So, hockey, I think fighting is a great part of the game. I like seeing a Hurricanes team get more physical. I see myself in the players, and I say that like they're not leagues better than, literally leagues better than I ever could have been. Like they're literally leagues better. But I do see a lot of my game and the Hurricanes with the additions of Hakanpää, the additions of Paquette, Martinook gritty as always, Svechnikov. I love seeing the Canes get more physical as we approach the playoffs. And I think part of it is because the way the season is structured is so much fun to watch because this already feels like the playoffs. We're kind of in the playoffs now. Everyone's fighting for either home ice or to get in. And because they're all playing each other, those are the same teams they're battling to get in. As much as I prefer every team kind of playing a game, for someone who's now watching every single hockey game and having to talk about them, I like the fact that the games are already feeling like playoff games, have a playoff atmosphere. It's absolutely amazing, and I kind of wish we could have a season like this with full attendance, but of course they're going to go back to the 82 game schedule at the start of next season. And the last item of note, I always say, I used to always say I believe the Canes are going to make the playoffs when I see the X. It's always, for a long time, it was just too good to be true whenever Carolina was doing well. And now for 3 years in a row, Carolina has officially made the playoffs. And yeah, I gotta just, this is now officially the most consistently good Hurricanes roster in franchise history. That is a compliment. As much as I criticize the hiring of Don Waddell, he has that is a huge feather in his cap for me to where Carolina finally has an organization that is consistently good. There's not much else to say about it. He's done an amazing job with the Hurricanes. He proves me wrong every step of the way, whether it's bringing in Dougie Hamilton, bringing in Vincent Trocheck. And I had faith in Vincent Trocheck. I didn't like what he gave up. Wrong. Bringing in moves that trading away Hannafin and Lindholm worked out for Carolina. And yeah, the fact that we are now consistently in the playoffs, I think is a testament to Don Waddell, and it's also a testament to my all-time favorite hockey player, Rod Brind'Amour. It wasn't just the changes in the roster, it was the changes in the culture. Brind'Amour has done a fantastic job of changing the culture, the work ethic of these Hurricanes, and the fact that we have now, for the first time in franchise history, made the playoffs 3 years in a row. It's a testament to that. I think making sure we renew Rod Brind'Amour's contract is a huge priority, probably second behind bringing back Aho. Yeah, like this is, I'm almost emotional talking about my team clinching the playoffs for the third year in a row because I couldn't have dreamed of a Hurricanes team that is consistently good that we're talking about how in 10 years they're going to be one of the teams that we talk about who won a cup or two in this decade. And that's just, yeah, that feels so good to be able to say here, I did it so many times when playing the NHL video games, and the fact that it is actually happening to where when I go in and rebuild the Hurricanes, I'm like, oh, this is already done for me. It's all about just bringing in pieces on the computer simulation. And yeah, anyway, if you guys like the content I'm producing on the channel, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Share this video to your fellow Caniacs if you want to help build a community. And I'll see you guys later tonight because I'm going to get all caught up. I'm going to upload a video tonight on the Hurricanes versus the Florida Panthers tonight. On tonight's game, I'll probably start watching it after this video goes up. So, yeah, I mean, so no one's probably going to watch this one, but, I got to be committed to making all of them. I'm a completionist. So, see you guys later tonight.